creators, and welcome to my YouTube channel, and welcome to day one of using the different clubs in our March 2026 All Clubs crate. So today I thought we would play with the stencil of the month, and so this is burst mode, and I love this. It is gorgeous. So I'm going to use this stencil, but then I also decided to use this bonus die that came in the All Clubs crate, and it's #1 fan. And what I did was cut out the pieces using that die in colors of our team, which are the San Diego Padres. Woo-woo! So I'm gonna put my little die pieces together and then stencil my background. And I cut some of the same color cardstock. So I used, what was this one? Truffle. I used Truffle from Spellbinders. And then this one, I believe, is Saffron. Yeah. So I used those. And then since I didn't want to waste this as the background, I die cut a rectangle out of the center. That way I don't waste a big chunk of paper. So I have a limited stock of Spellbinders color wheel cardstock, so I have to be very careful how I use it. But this will be my panel, and I think first I was going to layer it like this, but I think I'll use this more as a frame on the top. But in the meantime, before we even do that, I'm going to use for my stenciling my Distress Oxide inks. So I have pulled out 5 inks, and I've got Antique Linen, Scattered Straw, Mustard Seed, Wild Honey, and Gathered Twigs. So those are the ones I'm going to be using to stencil with. So let me get ready here to stencil. Okay, so if I put this in my corner here, I do want to kind of center my panel, so I know where my paper is going to sit in relation to my stencil. And let me take a peek. Yep, that looks about right. So I'm going to start with some Antique Linen. And let's see how this looks. Now I'm trying to keep my colors in Padres colors. And Padres actually, the team has 2 colors. So we have brown and gold, kind of a gold. And that's our like old school uniform colors. And then we have blue and white as well. But I wanted to go with our old school colors. So that's what I'm doing. So there's layer 1. Love it. And I'll just set my stencil aside and clean it afterwards. So here's stencil number 2. And see, because I put this in the corner down here, I'm not worried about trying to align the stencil because my panel is smaller than the stencil. I kind of have to make sure I can align it pretty well. Take a peek. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So then next we'll go in with some Scattered Straw. Now, I know we are diehard San Diego Padres fans, which makes sense. We are San Diego natives here. But let me know in the comments below, what is your favorite baseball team? I mean, do you even like baseball? Not everybody does. But let me know who your favorite team is. All right, so that was layer number 2. I'm being real gentle lifting up my stencil because it's a bit of a delicate stencil. And then layer 3, we're going to go in with some Mustard Seed. And guys, I didn't try these colors before I came on camera today, so we're figuring this out together. Okay, here's mustard seed is next. But I think I'm liking this. And I'm very much looking forward to baseball season. We do absolutely love baseball in this house. All right. Okay, that's our mustard seed. Then we'll go in with wild honey using stencil number 4. There we go. You know, my hand is going to cover up the center there. It's going to cover up our sun. So I think instead of wild honey, I'm just going to go in with some gathered twigs and just go around the edges. I don't really need to worry about the center there. I'm just going to stick with this. I mean, I can't go in on the center if I want. All right, let's see how this panel is looking. Let's see. Ooh, pretty Padres colors. Love it. Love it, love it. Okay, so then I could, let's see, what would stencil number 5 do to this? Maybe I will go in. Maybe with wild honey at this point. Let's try it. And we'll just see. I mean, if I don't like it, I can do another panel. I'm sure I'll like it. All right, let's see. Oh, I love it. Okay. So let me move my inks out of the way here and pull up our ink stenciled panel. And I kind of misaligned it a little. See the white lines there? I think I'm just going to kind of not worry too much about it. Go over it here with whatever ink is left on my brush. And then I'll be good to go. All right, so then I can bring in my frame here. Just make sure I have it lined up how I want it. Ooh, isn't that pretty? Love it. So let's put together our die cut pieces here. Grabbing my foam squares here to add to our foam finger. And I like to, when I'm putting a foam on a die with different pieces, I kind of overlap where they join, so it's also holding it together in that area. And I, in fact, am a bit of an over adheser, so I always put lots of foam tape or foam squares. Now these are just the 1 millimeter foam squares, so they're not super dimensional, but just enough to give this another dimension on our card. bit of glue for wiggle room. And make sure you only put it at the base of the frame. Now I completely forgot about doing a sentiment, so I'm going to bring in the stamp and die of the month. I think I'm going to bring in some of these fashion gold embellishments and add a few of those. Oh yeah, I think those look perfect. What do you think? Go Padres! All right, guys, so there is my project for day one, using the clubs from the March 2026 All Clubs Crate from Spellbinders. Thank you so much, friends, for sticking around to the end. I'd be thrilled if you subscribe to my YouTube channel or followed me on any of my other social media platforms. As always, have a beautiful, safe, and creative day. Thanks for watching. Bye.